All right, Method. Let's talk about the Zimbabwe Achievers Awards origin. And who was the founder in there? Do you want to tell us the story about that, please?
Good question there. The Zim Achievers Awards, Zimbabwe Achievers Awards, as in full it's known, was founded by a gentleman called Conrad Mwanza in 2010 in the United Kingdom. On that noble premise of identifying Zimbabweans that are doing well in the diaspora community and just tapping them on the shoulder to say, hey, dude, we see you, we hear about you, you're doing well, keep going, you know what I mean, we're proud of you. Yeah. We do have a lot of awards events that happen in the diaspora community, but many a times, especially for us Zimbabweans, most of us are first generation. We're still trying to find inroads into the workplace, into the business arena, into settling our kids into schools and all that, So we tend to stay in the fringes of the main events. So having our own that does that helps us to grow quicker and settle in quicker, and also just reinforces the fact that you're doing a good job. So if you're second guessing, you now know that, oh, I didn't know that 5 people, 10 people were actually seeing this and they appreciate and having an impact. So that was his noble idea behind it. So he founded that one in the UK, ran for a while. When it, when he consolidated that one, it grew in terms of interest from the people and their participation, and then he decided to go global. And now the event is run in Australia. It's still running in the UK. I think it's in its 13th edition now. Wow. Australia, we are now on our 4th edition. Wow. We could be on our 6th if it wasn't for COVID. So we lost 2 years there. It's run in the USA, it's run in Canada, and it's also run in South Africa. And there's plans to keep on growing. So it's a really, really a great and noble idea. Which has been run well, and we give credit to Conrad for this. If you look at even for Zim Achievers Australia, the platform that we run, the nominations, the voting system, a lot of our marketing and online stuff is all centrally run. So we've got a system that is put in place that we just tap into and use, which is quite handy. You know what I mean? So it's great, for credit to him. And every year we run this, we give him what we call the Global Chairman Invitation, and we always hope he comes. He hasn't managed to come to Australia, but hopefully this year he might rock up. Who knows?
Conrad, if you're watching, I invite to the 4th edition Australia, the Zimbabwe Achievers Award. We appreciate your effort founding this, but 2023, please come on the table. We expect to be on table number 1. Thank you very much for that.
Yes,
I think that'll be lovely.
That'll be lovely. Yeah, it'll be awesome. Yeah,
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve, what's your personal feeling towards these awards?
The awards themselves.
Yeah.
That sense of recognition for our part. But for me, it's really the coming together of those people with origins from Zimbabwe, whether you are a Zimbabwean in any way or you're a friend of Zimbabwe. It's really about what is it that we're doing amongst ourselves to promote each other, really putting somebody's name up there. But most importantly, an opportunity to just hang out with our families, our friends, those who are closer to us. Maybe give a bit of an insight in our children as well of where we come from. I hope there'll be a little bit of a clip about what this Zimbabwean thing is. In other words, the country itself. What sort of people are there? And maybe an opportunity for business like ourselves, maybe to look amongst our maybe younger folk and say, maybe you can come and join the company, become part of it, also maybe even come for work experience. Things like that. And it's really about sharing ideas. We have been involved in giving young Zimbabwe, especially those who were studying, And there's always this thing about local experience. So we have given a lot of, maybe sometimes, unpaid work experience attachments to that. And it's really about giving back. And some of those youngsters, they're not youngsters anymore, they are running some big divisions of big companies in Australia. And really, we would like to see one day some of our little kids that will come to this event run the big corporates like BHP, CBA, but it's an opportunity to encourage them. So, like for example, the Youth Award, we want to see young people winning that who are shooting stars in whatever they're doing.
So for placement within organization, Steve, you used to do placement, right? For youngsters. Is that still open?
Pretty much so. Yeah. Anybody who's studying in business, who's studying commerce, whether even law, you would see even our junior front office staff, youngsters who are studying at uni right now, and we still offer that. Some of the placements started off as unpaid attachment, and we basically identified some good talent, and we try to keep them as much as, but we also know they will go and explore work experience with big organizations. But it's really, you feel proud to see some people at least starting with you and seeing them grow. In that. So definitely pretty much open right now, depending on space. And the more space we have, the more we can actually put out there.
Absolutely. Method, I love my food, man. Do you want to talk to me about the kind of food that to be expecting in the Hilton Hotel? That's really top notch, by the way.
Yeah, well, look, awesome. It's a good thing as well that you mentioned. It's probably the response is it's a 5-star hotel, so I don't expect anything less than 5-star dishes there. So you will be treated to a 3-course meal on the night, and there will be beverages to go with that as well. It's we've got a beverage package that comes along with that, so it's really a beautiful night of networking and fine dining. So you will be treated nicely. There'll be, if you're a steak man, you get some steak.
Steak.
You like it well done or medium rare.
Medium rare, please.
There we go. There's a lot of that on the night. So you shouldn't worry about that. Yeah, that's all taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good. Steve, you ready for the night?
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Absolutely. And just come prepared for a nice little shaky dance. And there will be a Zimbabwean feel to it.
Yes.
Absolutely. So definitely the DJs, I'm sure there's a nice DJ lined up to give you that mix. Or even when you're having your food, there will be something in the background to get you going. But definitely it's really a good night for Zimbabweans to come along and with their Australian friends and just really mix and enjoy the night.
And also, Steve, I know for the night, that same night of Ja Preza and Baba Harare playing on the same night. How did you guys synchronize with that?
Absolutely. By fact, definitely, I think we found ourselves on the same date. But luckily, most of these musicals tend to start a little bit late. And you need somewhere to go first to pick up some real steam and momentum.
Oh, all right.
So that's why we looked at starting our event a little bit early. Around 5:30, we expect you to be there to really start mingling with your fellow Zims and all that. But really, we are hoping to really move with our event and, of course, the meal. The drinks, even special drinks will be there again just around the corner.
All right.
But definitely we expect to be winding down our program maybe around about 11ish, and this is where most of these musicians like Ja Preza, incidentally, they're basically playing about 8 minutes.
Did you say 8 minutes?
8 minutes down the road.
So where the Zim Achievers Award is happening, and where Ja Preza is
in Ultimo,
8 minutes.
8
is it
minutes.
Walking? Is it by the bus? Is it by Uber?
Just Uber.
Just Uber?
At that time of the day, night, I wouldn't expect anything else. It's just Uber, and it's really where you can go and check out all those extra cabs you've picked up. and really, because typically these night meals, they start really rhythming around about midnight. And I don't know the program at Japresa, but I'm told it could be as late as, I don't know, the wee hours of the morning.
I like that. So you can pick up your food, then you can go and dance later.
Without a doubt.
It's a
So
good night.
this is really a good night, especially
Yeah,
for people who are
it's a
coming, even you're a Sydney sider or you're coming out of Sydney. This is just once in a lifetime where you basically come across these two events just linked up, nicely placed together.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
Once in a lifetime. You got it. You got it. All right, Method. I think you have said these things, adding them up here and there, but I want you to tell me, in short, why should someone come to the event?
Why should you come to the event? Yes, nice. Another nice question. Yeah, like you're saying, I've summed it up in a lot of ways. There's quite a lot of things that are happening. One, you're coming to Sydney. It's a wonderful place to come. Maybe people come as far as from the US, from Africa, from the UK, from Asia, to just come to be in Sydney and do sightseeing and all that. So you can come early and be in Sydney during the day, then go back, retreat to your hotel, rest a bit and get ready, and then come and join us at the awards. The venue itself, like I say, the ambience is great. It's a 5-star hotel. The food is going to be, pardon me, the food is going to be 5-star.
Oh yeah.
There's 5-star drinks there. Then the most important part is obviously networking with fellow Zimbabweans in the Australian diaspora. The networks that we build, that is, nothing is strong. They always say you're only as good as your networks. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So as been mentioned previously, we've got one of the best people in the diaspora communities. People are well educated, well raised, they are high earners, they are ambitious, they're doing big things. You know what I mean? And so you can only get better if you're amongst that crowd. So that's the networking part. Then the next thing is obviously celebrating other fellow Zimbabweans that are doing well and getting inspired. So that again will build you as a person. And for those that are nominated, it's also a chance for you to sit in there and hopefully you win as well. So there's quite so many reasons to be there. And obviously it's also a reason to look nice, dressed well. If you've got that beautiful suit that you got or that you've always wanted to wear, if you've got that lovely dress, or if you've ever wanted to take your lady out, this is perfect. You know what I mean? Because if you dress nicely, come out, sit down, get served, enjoy yourselves, and let us entertain you and celebrate with fellow Zimbabweans that are doing all right. So you will find something really there that will inspire you, something that you will love, and definitely you will come out a better person. And like Steve said, it's a big night for the Zimbabwean diaspora community in Sydney on that day, because not only do you go to the gala, you can also then, given the fact that we've adjusted the program to allow a synchronized transition from the gala to the show, you can then hop over to the show and have a good night as well. So it's really a brilliant night in Sydney for the Zimbabweans in Australia.
With all those things that we just put across, I'm definitely sure people will be coming over.
They should.
Steve, do you tell me, what are the target audience you're looking at in terms of age groups and stuff? Do you want to elaborate on that, please?
First and foremost, would like really that entire age group, right from our youth. I'm talking maybe people who are just coming out of teens, right across to mom and dad, even grandpa, who have got a background from Zimbabwe. So really we're looking for a wide variety of age groups in there to basically mingle, because we like the youth to learn from us what we're doing. You want this event to be going on 20, 30 years from now, maybe at another level. But unless we involve that youth, they won't know where to start, because again, some of it is sort of not very much linked with Zimbabwe on a day-to-day basis. So definitely, but then again, we go back to those people who still have good memory of Zimbabwe. And again, if you're looking at Japresa, we want a lot of people who have actually listened to his music. Maybe why don't you go and see the person in person and actually listen to that? And definitely, in terms of businesses, we have people in businesses from that entire spectrum of the age group. So we want everybody there. So if you can bring your family, even why not buy a whole table for your family? Bring your friends as well, even your friends who are non-Zimbabweans. This is a time to show them what Zimbabweans are, what are they doing, and who are they in Australia.
That's correct. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. That's good.
Absolutely.
As we are wrapping up our discussion, guys, is there anything else that you want to add in?
Yeah, well, look, take advantage of the opportunity. We're selling fast. It's we're getting to that stage where everybody that's been holding back, they're now starting to finalize their plans, buying tickets and all that, and we don't have many spaces remaining. So my advice is for those that haven't bought their tickets, jump in there and get your ticket so you don't miss out. It's going to be a very glamorous event, and it's a big night in Sydney, like we said. Be a part of it.
Steve, any last words in there?
I would probably say for those Zimbabwean community clients who have been clients of ours, thank you for your business. Thanks for supporting us. This is a very good excuse for us to actually interact with you in a nice environment where we're not talking business and maybe just celebrating in your little way our journey that we've had with us. So you might get a call from us to say, have you bought your ticket? We would like to see you there and just celebrate in a nice, different environment.
Oh, that's so good.
Can I just say something, with regards to the sponsorship? So really appreciate the Frontier Wealth Group coming on board. It is the first significant sponsorship that we've had. Makes it easy. As you know, anyone who's organized events with hotels and them, they want their payments up front and all that. And this event has always been a self-funded event, meaning that it's always relied on people buying the tickets to then service all the requirements. But that the ticketing, like I said, happens until the very last day. And so we need to be, picking up the tab prior to all that revenue coming through. So having a sponsor come on board just makes the planning a bit more easy.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate Frontier Wealth Group for getting involved in this noble cause.
And we hope we get more organizations on the next editions coming on board.
Definitely.
It's
we've got a community that's doing very, very well. Fantastic people, fantastic attitude, and fantastic work ethic, business ethic. So we can only see the future being better and brighter.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. Our audience, Zimbabwe Achievers Awards, we are here. And we speak different languages in Zimbabwe. Esikhuluma kancane isiNdebele. Tinotenda zvikuru sa ngemuri pano. We appreciate you, Zimbabweans. These are my hosts, Admire That of Business. We're checking out. Thank you very much.